This is the Talk Map Podcast, episode number 34. I want me some apps. Don't forget to email us with your questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions to technifymedia@yahoo.com. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 34th episode of the Talking Mac Podcast. We're so glad we can have you here. We're bringing back another segment called the Apple News segment. We're so glad we got lots and lots and lots of stuff to talk about. Now it's time for Apple News. Speaking of Apple News, Apple's prepping for a notebook refresh. Now, we saw a couple weeks back some supposed new pictures of the MacBook Pro new units coming in. Now, Apple has pumped up the notebooks used, the circuit boards for the Apple notebook line has been jacked up 20%. Apple's ordering more and more and more. And in quarter 3, July to September, ordering for MacBook displays are going up as well. And also, since the recent Intel Montevina introduction, Apple is, they're going to be probably putting them in a new MacBook Pro line. So everything is falling into place. I don't know. I'm recording this on Saturday. And I think we might see new MacBook Pros either this coming up Tuesday. Let's see. I think this coming up Tuesday is the 22nd or the 23rd, or maybe the next Tuesday. I think it's might be the first Tuesday in August, so they can get ready for the back-to-school stuff. That's going to be great. Apple Retail invades China this weekend. Apple has just finished building. Actually, they just opened their Apple store in Beijing, China, and this thing is completely gorgeous. I'm looking at the pictures right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous in the middle of China. Who knew? Also, excuse me, Apple has sued SciStar. That's old news. But SciStar is putting their headquarters up on the market, so they know this is not going to go well. They talk the talk, but now they're selling their headquarters price for quick sale. Man, you can talk the talk, but you know what I'm saying? Pricing it for $4.6 million. Wow, some venture capital was behind that. And finally, the co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, was spotted on The Price is Right. Now, Twit Live a couple weeks ago, 24 hours off, he said he would be on The Price is Right, so this is not a surprise. But you can see pictures at the Mac User blog as well. So this has been this week's Apple News. All right. Now, everybody, let's get to a lot of cool things this weekend. Now, I will be getting my iPhone. I'm getting an iPhone 3G. Have the money. I'm just waiting to switch from Sprint to AT&T. And in the meantime, which will be in like 1 or 2 weeks, and also I'm waiting for iPhones to get back in stock, I'm looking at the App Store, and the App Store is fantastic. There's an app called Twinkle, and let me just go over to iTunes here and tell you some of the things I have in here. The Google mobile app, NetNewsWire, Tap Tap Revenge, great game. Mocha VNC Lite, you can control your computer from there. Writing pad, that looked pretty cool. Ruby Repeat, Scribble, Speech Cloud, which is a voice dialer. Now, I've yet to try this stuff out, but hopefully this stuff is really good. Now, there's another one called Twinkle, which is a Twitterific sort of Twitter sort of thing for the iPhone. I thought that looked fantastic. Now, lots of people are having problems with their applications being downloaded from the iPhone. From the App Store applications, they're quitting, they're crashing the phone, and this is not with the iPhone, just the iPhone, also the iPod Touch. So a lot of people are trying to take them off and re-download them. But sometimes you pay for the application, maybe like Enigma or Super Monkey Ball or some applications that you do pay for. There is a way to re-download it for free without having to pay again. So here's how you do it. You navigate to the application that you originally bought in the App Store and tap Buy. You will have to enter your password, and the App Store will return you to the home screen, where it displays a message saying you've already bought this application and you are entitled to an additional free download. You tap OK, and your app will begin downloading. Now, with the quitting applications, normally if you don't get it from the App Store on the iPhone, and you get it from the App Store on your iTunes, and it syncs right up, normally that doesn't cause a problem. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But a lot of people like to use that mobile on the fly. Now, also, AT&T finally offers free Wi-Fi for the iPhone, but don't get excited. They pulled it back again. Now, if you remember back in May, AT&T we thought they finally made it. They gave free Wi-Fi to all iPhone owners at more than 17,000 hotspots, including Starbucks. Unfortunately, the details are a little sketchy, and last week, they did it again. And it looks like they mistakenly posted this information. That's right. AT&T is not offering free Wi-Fi to iPhone users, but it works. But it's in the works, you know. So it was free. It popped up, you know. Some people were using it, but then they quickly pulled it down. I don't know. I hope they just go ahead and roll that out. Now, Apple sent out another Mobile Me apology email and extension. Here's what Apple has to say. Dear Mobile Me member, Apple has identified and resolved an issue that caused an incorrect temporary authorization of 121 GBP to be placed on your credit card or debit card when your Mobile Me trial account was created. We have addressed this issue and want to apologize for any inconvenience. Typically, when you create a new trial account, your debit card and or credit card is verified by authorizing a small charge equivalent to $1. Unfortunately, an error caused the incorrect amount to be pre-authorized for your account. Be assured that this is not a charge, but only an authorization hold. The hold is released by the card issuing bank after a predetermined period, usually between a week and a month. Where possible, Apple is working to have these removed earlier. To show our appreciation and loyalty, we have extended your free trial period by 30 days. This extension is in addition to the 30-day extension of which you were notified on July 16th for the total of 120 days of free Mobile Me service. Look for extensions to be reflected in your account settings soon. You may now enjoy Mobile Me free of charge until November 8th, 2008, after which your annual paid subscription will begin. Thank you, Mobile Me customer. Aw, isn't that really nice of Apple? YouTubers have got a little bit left, and it looks like iPhone 3G shortages. This is not what I want to hear, being that I will be getting a black iPhone 3G, so they better have them there. They claim it's going to last a month. And let me slide one more thing in. You can use the iPhone remote as a Wi-Fi keyboard for your Apple TV. Now, as noted on DaringFireball.net, Apple's popular remote iPhone application adds a useful and unpublicized feature to your Apple TV. A keyboard. Now, the remote app is a free download from the App Store and runs on both the iPhone and iPod Touch. It has to be on your local Wi-Fi network connection, and you can control both iTunes and your Apple TV through it. For the Apple TV, it acts as primarily as a media browser, allowing you to browse and play back both music and video. However, if you navigate to YouTube search and on iTunes search, you can use it on your Apple TV itself. The keyboard will appear on the iPhone/iPod Touch and allow you to wirelessly type in your search terms. And this is very, very, very much nicer. It's so much nicer than using that remote control, that Apple remote for the iPhone. YouTubers, I'd like to thank you so much for listening. Don't forget, subscribe to the whole podcast in iTunes. Just type in Talking Mac Podcast in iTunes. Download it there. The whole podcast is there. We're not going off the air just for the YouTubers. We're going to have to say goodbye to you guys. All right. We're going to keep rolling for our TalkingMac.tk and iTunes and Miro listeners. Thanks for listening.